Hello lovely people, welcome to my new video. In this video I would like to present to you some small update about our center in Bosnia, to show you how animals live here now in beginning of the summer, and how everything looks like. As you can see, there are cows behind me. We moved them just few days ago here to this meadow, and as you can see they have also a river, and I would like to show you everything in this video, how it happened, and to tell a little bit about this center here. So horses are also beside the cows on these meadows now. It is beautiful for the animals to live here. I was at many workshops I kept in German-speaking countries, Switzerland, Germany, Austria, and of course I have my ranch in Hungary, and now here in Bosnia I'm for research on wild horses, and I live now here to be able to do that. And in all these countries I have not seen such a beautiful place for animals to live. It is just perfect. The nature here, food, what is available here for animals, then this beautiful air. There is no industry here around. I think maybe 100 kilometer or 200 kilometer around, there is no industry at all here. So it is just nature pure. We have maybe some 70 kilometers to seaside, so it is perfect. And so I want to show it to you. We have 100 hectare here place for animals, and horses live at this place. I moved from my ranch where I have used around 10 hectare, and moved my horses here to live at 100 hectare. So it was just a great improvement, and yeah, I'm very happy to have made this decision to move them here. So we take here also horses to live here with our horses. Till now we have number 210 horses which we want to bring here to live, to invite here to live. We have 2 more places free, so we would like to have a stable herd. That means horses who would come here to live for their whole life. If someone says, I would like to have my horses living at beautiful place where priority of the horses stand at first place, our organization is Academia Liberty. It is over 10 years experience, and we don't use horses for riding. We don't use horses at all. We work with the horses in another way. We build up friendship with horses, and use their power and their leadership in order to develop ourselves. It is kind of self-development journey which these animals will show you and lead you on this way if they are in their own strength. So if you allow them to be in their own strength, so not using them and not pushing on them and making some training or riding or everything, which is force, we don't use that. We work freely with horses. I have also courses where I teach free training, haute école training, so really high school performance for horses, but everything on the base of the free will. So we don't use any reins or on ropes or nothing on horse. We work with free horse. We want to go a level higher, yeah, so to interact with the animal in freedom, yeah, so to train our own abilities in real, not if I put something which controls horse on him, but we want to something true, something what is real, what horse will really give you as a present, right? Not because I demand that, because I can demand, of course I can break any horse, I don't need even a bit, I can break the horse if I want to, but we don't want that. We just want another kind of interaction, and this is what we also do. But mostly, actually, we support self-development, yeah, and learning from nature and animals, because it is completely enriching. It is so useful for us humans. It gives us so much if we go on this journey. So it crystallized that this is actually the most fulfilling and rewarding to do just that with horses. And I am making a program, Mastermind with Horses, which is not only for horsey people, but for all people, where we will make this program, and of course including also wild horses and self-development, because I have learned so much during last 15 years around this, that it is so enriching for the people, and in our community we have responses that people who gone this way, it is completely new door opened to them in everything, not only with horses, but in whole life. That I think that should be simply spread. It is just so good for people and animals. So I will do that, and in this video I will show you simply the life here. And yeah, we take also horses in rehabilitation. Horses who have, for example, laminitis, eczemas, or colics, or any other problems. Yeah, we don't limit the problems to say. So every horse can come if he is able to travel, right? And then horse should stay 1 to 2 years. If someone is making long travel, then it should not be for short, yeah, so that horse can profit from it, that horse can really heal. So horse should get time, 1 or 2 years to heal properly, yeah. But in the end, we would like to have horses who would stay, so that simply we don't disturb the herd. That herd is stable, they stay forever together, and yeah, that is nice. And this is what we would like to have. So 2 more places are available, and now I'm showing you how it is live here. And these are impressions from the meadows, end of the May. These are now meadows, end of the day, which is filmed here, what I'm showing now. So you see, these are lushy meadows, rich herbs, different herbs, and these woods. These are huge woods that horses have there. You see, this is beautiful, and this air, it's just so healing and so great. And these are impressions from horses. These are horses beside cows now. Yeah, these 3. This is a stallion. The mare Yuki is with him now, but she's living with these mares here. These mares are now still up on the higher meadows, but they will go down there to the river too. This film now showing this meadow is somewhere beginning of May. You see grass started growing really good then, and horses, you see also this place, how huge that is. This is just one of the meadows there, so you have to search for horses to find them, yeah. And yeah, this time they were gladly here up at this meadow. So I found them there a few days because they preferred to go there at this meadow. So you see, this is how it looks like on these meadows up there. Beginning of the May, I have driven with my car there because I had fruits and vegetables for the horses, and I could not take everything with me. So I gone with the car to the horses. So here you can see they are taking this copper sulfate. I think it is called like that in English. This is for the worms, right? We don't use any chemical deworming means here with horses. We use only natural food, and we don't use any chemicals. And for the worming, we use natural stones, which horses would find in nature, right? So in my research, I have published that in my last book. I have made research with a vet where we documented each month how worm numbers changed, right? So in spring or autumn, you will see that the number of worms is increasing. It is because the intestines of the horses changed, right? That milieu there changed. So the numbers of worms also changing. So you will see that they go up, increase and decrease on its own. So you don't need to do anything. I just make some break here to describe the situation. This is one morning I came to the horses and I stand down there on meadow and filmed. And I didn't say anything. So I was pretty far away and the horses couldn't simply couldn't know what it is, and they didn't know what it is now, so they looked at me like that trying to figure out what is happening and who is that. So it gone some time like this. I cut this video, but yeah, they looked pretty not knowing what it is now, and it gone time like that, and then my dog ran to the horses, so they knew it is me. Anyway, with the worming, we don't orientate on these official numbers. The official number says by 200 you should use some chemical deworming on horses, and this is simply not true. I have documented that scientifically and also seen it, of course, in these 15 years many times, that it increases, decreases on its own, and I would say till numbers of 400 or 500 you don't need to worry at all. These are just normal numbers. And if you really want to deworm horses, then try to take something natural, like diatomaceous earth, for example, which you take a spoon, a full spoon of it. It is just natural product, and put it in a wet oats. Yeah, you need to make some water in oats, because the diatomaceous earth is influencing it not chemically but mechanically. So this is the way you can do it 10 days, like for example, and this will help the worming. But in actually you don't need to do anything. You just need to offer herbs, as more herbs as you can, to let horse search herbs on their own when you go for a walk, for example, or in woods, and that will simply adjust itself. Yeah, you don't need to do anything. It is just normal process. So till these numbers, I don't recommend to do anything, and I don't recommend chemical dewormers or any chemical medicine. except it is something really severe, and the horse simply is end of its life, and it is just aimed to prolong life as much as possible. Otherwise horse doesn't need something like that. It is harmful. So here are some impressions out of stable. So they are using, of course, salt too. This should be always available to the horses. And this is another day I met them here. So they were grazing. These all are still footage where cows were around. Yeah, it was before we moved cows. So the cows are around, but they are simply living their own life and somewhere else on the property. And here are some impressions of the meadows now. This was some middle of May, maybe something like that. And this is around stable. So horses, of course, eat everything there very down to the earth. So the grass is at some other places much higher already. And horses started, that means horses quit the hay at the beginning of May, so they didn't use any at all anymore, so we have put it for them, and they simply didn't touch it, and it has to be thrown away all the time, untouched. And so we stopped giving it in the moment, and we will offer it from time to time to see if they take some, but I doubt actually, because at my place, at my ranch, horses also didn't take it anymore, as there was enough grass for them for eating. Wild horses, of course, don't have it anyway, and here the horses don't take it. And I will show now we have end of the May also ripe grasses with seeds, and this is hay, and hay will now be cut and prepared for winter. So they have actually fresh hay, to say like that, and seeds, so why should they take old hay? That is simply normal. So if you have really big space where grasses can mature and develop also seeds, then you will probably observe it that horses don't take any hay at all anymore, but eat these ripe seeds. Yes, so this is what we can see here too. And this is impression from stable. Horses are here resting at the day, mostly hiding from insects and heat. This is what horses do in general in summer, and they graze at night. So if you can let your horses graze at night from now on in summer, because it is simply their normal and natural rhythm. And at day they are like this, like something like that, and grazing around the stable a little bit and going inside again. Yeah, they don't move so much when it is sunny and a lot of insects there. So, and these are here pastures around. This is everything near stable, so it is eaten much more than other corners of the property. But you still can see that the grasses, this is middle of May, have built already seeds. So you can see that horses are eating this very gladly right now. And these are also meadows at the property. So you see this is now end of the May. How much grass grows in just 1 week. It is incredible. This is something like this, end of the May. So there are a lot of grasses and seeds and dry grasses already for the horses. and this is how it looks like. These are meadows where the mares will come. This is down there by the river, this part, and this is richness of the herbs and lush meadows. And this was the day when we moved cows to the meadow at the river. So they are going after owner of them. He is calling and going in front, and the cows are following. So now they are joining him because he has now some food for them, and they are running. This is usually how cows and horses get their oats and such a mineral food. It is actually grains what cows get. They also get all natural stuff, but horses usually get, of course, their oats. But now they are moving, and we don't want that horses follow us, so the horses will leave behind and stay around the rests of these grains, and the cows will follow. So we used a little bit tricks that horses don't follow us. The young cows are adjusting so well. There are two cows which their mother rejected them. So they are grown up in a box at the beginning and were fed because it was impossible to let them free. With cows, they didn't simply follow the herd. So we waited till they are a little bit bigger, so to leave them with the herd so they can roam freely too, because it was very strenuous to feed them and to look all the time after them and to organize milk all the time, because these cows are not used for anything, so they are just living here. And from time to time some cows are sold for breeding somewhere else where they live like that too, so they are not used at all. You cannot milk them and take milk from them because they don't allow. So it is simply also very interesting to see how these cows are self-determinate living. This is, I told it in previous videos in German. I told about these cows. It is just incredible to see how they are, organizing their own life and living similar to the horses. They have own rules, but they are different to horses, completely different. They have completely different way of living as horses. It's very, very interesting to watch them living together and interacting to different species, but they are come good together along. So I can understand where people suggest to keep cows and horses together, because they really are harmonize together. They are good together living, but they are different. They have different patterns of moving. They have different patterns of roaming, general and own paths. The horses go own paths. The cows go another way. So it is really very interesting to watch. And these cows are so natural, and you see these natural small udders. Well, they are mother cows, all of them mostly, but this is such a difference to the cows who are used in milk industry. In Germany I drove every day to my horses, and mostly I met such a cow herd going from one pasture to another. These are huge udders, scratching on the street mostly. They're so big they were, and the cows moved barely in pain, really. And these cows here, they are jumping, they are running like horses. So it is really such a difference if people use animals and if they don't use animals. And these cows are living, they don't have even stable. They are living simply in nature. So it's just great how they organize their life. Beautiful. And then we move them beside horses, beside these 3 horses. So there's Stalin and Yuki, and there is a gelding with them, the gray one, and the meadow over the river. It is the meadow where cows are now going to live. And the horses, they have also huge meadow there, but they are going to be with cows together. They know each other, so they live together, but the owner leaves them 1, 2, 3 days to get used to each other again, because cows were now all the time with mares from November. So now they will get used to each other again for a few days, and then they will come together. So the horses will have, beside these huge pasture here now, they are all the pastures with cows together. This is now from this river up to the forests, up, and the part of the forest is also fenced for them. This is just huge and beautiful. You will see now also meadows and these rich herbs and lush meadows here, what they have. And they go now through the river. Some of the calves, they are never seen the river or like this before, and they will jump into water, and others are following simply their mothers. It's also interesting to see. First time they get into water. And these jump like this, so cute. So the cows have area where they can enter water. It is fenced into water, so they can enter water to drink. And horses have that too. So it is just great. Really beautiful for the animals. So this is what they will have right now, and these are herbs you can see growing here. Such a richness of different herbs and grasses, beautiful for the animals. Just great for them. And these are the horses on the neighbor meadow, so they have also the same rich herbs And this is why it is so wrong to limit the animals in food, because these animals are used that they put a head down and find a richness of food. So this is in their cells inside, and this is how they work, and this is what keeps them healthy. Yeah, this is why it is wrong for the animals to limit them in food. And you see these rich, lushy meadows. You see how great such a one natural meadow looks like. It is not treated chemically in any way. This is everything natural. Beautiful richness of different herbs which are now fully in flower. It is just beautiful, and this scent from these herbs is just so great. And I am leaving you for this video with this beautiful picture of these 3 horses at the river. I wish you all the best with your own horses, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.